Azure Sentinel Role-Based Access Control. Now, Sentinel Role-Based Access Control, or RBAC roles, are permissions that are applied at the resource group level, and we have to have two main permissions in order to do stuff in Azure Sentinel. We need to have the contributor role and the responder role. Bear in mind, if you are a global admin or you are the owner of that tenant, you will automatically be granted full access to all your Azure resources, and you'll be able to create and delete and modify stuff in your tenant as and when required. However, with Azure, again, when we are applying these RBAC roles, we actually want to apply them at the resource group level where your Azure workspace or your Sentinel workspace resides. Now, the Sentinel role-based access control, we have some permissions here, so let's go through this. We have the Microsoft Sentinel Reader. We cannot edit analytic rules, we cannot create workbooks or any other Microsoft Sentinel resources. We cannot manage incidents or dismiss or assign incidents. However, we can view incidents and workbooks and other Microsoft related resources. Again, we can't do any data connector configuration, we can't view or run playbooks, and we can't edit those playbooks. Now, the Microsoft Sentinel Responder role, again, we cannot edit analytic rules, workbooks, or other Microsoft resources. However, we can manage and assign and dismiss incidents. We can view data instance, workbooks, and other Azure resources. However, we cannot configure data connectors, view playbooks, or edit these playbooks. Now, the Microsoft contributor role allows us to create, edit analytic rules, workbooks, and other Microsoft resources. We can manage and assign and dismiss incidents. We can view data and workbooks and other Sentinel resources, and we can configure our data connectors, which is important. However, we can't run playbooks and we cannot edit our playbooks. Now, if we have the Microsoft Sentinel Playbook Operator, again, this can only view and run playbooks. And of course, the Logic App Contributor can configure data connectors, view and run playbooks, and edit those playbooks. So let's go through some of these Microsoft built-in roles so that we have a better understanding of what they mean in our workspace. So again, the Microsoft Sentinel Reader role. This role allows us to view data, incidents, and workbooks and other Microsoft resources. Again, responder role, in addition to the above, we can manage incidents, we can assign and dismiss incidents. The Microsoft contributor role, in addition to the above, can create and edit workbooks, analytic rules, and other Microsoft resources. And the Microsoft Sentinel Automation Contributor. This allows Sentinel to add playbooks to automation rules. This is not meant for user accounts. So in our lab, we will go and we will set up RBAC roles for the Sentinel contributor role to a user, and of course the Sentinel responder role to our user. So I look forward to seeing you in the next lab as we go ahead and configure some of these RBAC permissions at a very, very basic level around our Sentinel infrastructure. So I've navigated to resource groups. I'm going to click on my resource group, and then I'm going to click access control IAM. So I'm going to click on IAM. I'm going to go ahead and click add. I'm going to click add role assignment, and I'm going to just paste in the name here, Sentinel. And as you can see here, we've got our different Sentinel roles. So again, the top one, you wouldn't want to actually use it. That would be used for automation. So I'm going to click the contributor role and click next. I'm going to go ahead and add a member. I'm going to select a member. And I'm going to go ahead and select AZ admin, or I'll come down and I'll select myself. Then I would click next, and I would click review and assign. And that's how you assign someone the contributor role. And you can see that role has been added successfully. I can go ahead and add them to the reader role if I want as well by clicking add role assignment. Again, I could paste the name in there, Sentinel, and I could say, right, I'm going to add as a Sentinel responder. I'm going to go ahead and click next, select members. Again, I'll scroll down, I will select myself, click select, click next, click review and assign, and that will go and assign those roles to that user. So they'll have contributor roles as well as the other responder role in Sentinel. So that's how you add a user RBAC role to Sentinel. So if you've got a resource group and you want to apply role-based access control, how we do it here in Sentinel is how you would do it across Azure. So I look forward to seeing you in the next lab, and thank you for viewing.